Traveling to national parks is so exciting. The mountains, the sun, Mother Nature, and traveling alone is a fun way to immerse yourself in the beauty these parks have to offer. While it can be daunting to travel by yourself, it can also offer solitude and peace to appreciate these natural wonders. Today, we have 7 lessons for taking your first solo national park trip. First off, no one knows it's your first time traveling solo. It is easy to overthink it, feeling a sense of judgment from others on the trail or at camp. But in reality, no one knows this is not your usual trip out to the parks, and most people are just excited to be there. In fact, you'll probably find a lot of other solo travelers on their own journey through the park. Second, you have something in common with everyone on the trails. You love spending time in the national parks. The parks are a great equalizer, offering an easy icebreaker and shared interests to connect you with people from all different backgrounds. Traveling solo leaves you open to these conversations with strangers, connecting with a community you may not have found traveling in a group. Our third lesson is you don't need as much gear as you think you do. There's a lot of fun equipment you can use camping. Fancy cooking gear like a cast iron pan and fun, complicated gadgets. However, when traveling solo, it's important to only pack what you can carry distances. Having fewer pieces with you keeps your gear compact and safe for you to use across national parks. 4. Do your research. Every national park is incredibly different with its own ecosystem that changes with the seasons. It's incredibly important as a solo traveler to know where your resources are. You cannot rely on your phone, service, or the internet. So having offline resources and a backup plan is important so you can stay safe and enjoy your trip. Also, test your equipment. Practice setting up your campsite in your backyard or living room, cooking your meals in a kitchen, checking batteries, and breaking in your hiking boots. You need to be able to rely on your equipment. So test it out so you know it works, especially if the equipment is from your family trip back in 2006. Lesson 5, safety always comes first. Investing in a satellite communication device is a great tool to bring with you. These devices come with an SOS feature that can help get emergency services to you in case of an emergency. You can also send preset messages to friends or family to reach them while on your trip, putting their minds at ease so you can have a peaceful park experience. 6, it's all about picking the right park at the right time. Going back to lesson 4, researching weather, crowds, and accommodation options will help create the most comfortable experience for you and enjoy the parks. For example, for your first trip, a great idea is to travel during peak season, feeling confident about being surrounded by fellow park lovers. However, if seclusion is what you're looking for, look when a park's down season is. There's no right or wrong way to go about selecting a park, but take the time to understand what you are heading into. Also, some parks require reservation. Make sure to check before you arrive. For a final lesson, here is a reminder. No one is keeping score. If you feel lonely, unsafe, or not having a good time, no one is tracking how long you spent alone. You can leave whenever you want. It takes time to get comfortable traveling by yourself, or it may not just be for you. Either way, listen to yourself and remember, the most important thing is that you are having fun and enjoying your trip. Well, those are our 7 lessons for taking your first solo national park trip. If you have any tips for fellow national park explorers, leave them in our comments below. And subscribe for more national park stories, advocacy, and tips.